Let's talk to Doyinsola Afolabi, who is an investment analyst with Afrinvest. Currency is king right now. So let's have a few minutes of currency conversation. Currency is king, isn't it? Good morning. Good morning. Everything we do has got to do with this, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's money. It's money. Whatever assets you're buying. Give us your view from the rest of your team at Afrinvest, where we are with the FX market right now. What's your reading?
Yeah, like you said earlier, there's been sort of stability in the FX market. Look at the NAFEX rate at about 375 to 380, where the investors and exiters, mean the autonomous traders and CBN are allowed to trade independently. You know, it's at 375 to 380, and then look at the parallel market. If you look at the parallel market, there's been stability since last week, about 28th of April. It has been at 391 naira up to this moment, right? So, and then we've always been talking about the wide spread between the official market and then the parallel market, and that's what has been chasing investors in the sense that when they bring in money at the official market, how they take out their money is always a problem. But then we've seen that spread is beginning to close. You know, the difference between 391 and 380 is not so much anymore. I mean, so yes, the CBN is really doing a lot. We must commend CBN what they've done so far for the SME windows as well, and then, you know, allowing the 41 items to, you know, get access to dollars at the new SME window, but putting a cap of $20,000 also going to help the economy. The FX has also, you know, helped the equities markets in some sort of way, you know, allowing investors, although we haven't seen a lot of them, right, but it's a gradual process. They're still very cautious, and they need to be certain that the CBN is not exactly trading at the investors and exiters, I mean, you know, looking at the rate.
That's the rate I'm interested in, because I know for those of you who are analysts and you're looking at fixed income and equities, I want to take out my dividend if I'm investing in the market, and I want to take out if I'm into treasury bills and bonds as well. So you folks are keen on that market space when it comes to the investors and the exporters' exchange rate. What's your reading? It's really relatively new. It's just about 2 weeks. So is it too early to analyze that?
I mean, from what we've seen so far, we still believe that investors are still very, very cautious. I mean, yeah, I think they are still very wary of the rate. Looking at the rate at 375, I think when it started about 2 weeks ago, it was about 420 to 410 range, before it then went down to 375, right? So, I mean, that appreciation, they want to be certain that the CBN is actually not interfering in that market. And then they're still not sure about the depth of the market as well, which we need to ascertain the depth of the market and the volume of transactions.
Key question. Do these portfolio investors want a fixed rate for that window?
No, I think they want to be able to determine the rates. They want a floating, you know, system where they can determine the rates, the demand and supply. You know, market determined rates is usually good for the investors to come in at the true value of the naira. They want to come in and determine the rate themselves, not something that the CBN, not a rate that the CBN is actually managing. No, they don't want that.
So how does it really work? Just about 1-2 minutes for this conversation. How does it really work if I want to move dividends out, or I want to cash out of my fixed income space and I need the exchange rate market to move that? Why is that rate very important, and what rate are these investors actually looking for? What level of parity, well, not really parity, but what exchange rate do you think they are comfortable about?
I mean, looking at the stability right now, looking at how the exchange rate has spread right now, we are between the 380 to 390 is what we are really looking at in the last 2 weeks. And then you see that how the rate is determined is when they do the willing buyer, willing seller. You know, FMDQ then takes scores and polls from about 10 banks, and then, you know, they determine the rate from that, the closing spots from that. And it's been about 380 to 390. So, I mean, this probably is the maybe true value that the investors are looking at for the naira.
So within that band, if I want to do my dividend or whatever, I can do it within that band, isn't it?
Within that band, I mean, you're about.
So it's not really bad, is it?
It's not
really so bad. Yeah, but it's still work in progress.
Yes, work in progress.
It's a lot of work in progress. Still early
Yes,
days.
definitely.
Thank you very much, Dojisola Afolabi. Thank you very much for coming. Do have a great weekend. The first, well, technically first weekend in the month of May.